Here we are. Here we are. It is Leap Day. It doesn't happen very often. And so I decided that I would take a leap of faith and see if this is a good idea. I just exported this, and now I don't know. Here it is. There we go. So I'm going to open this. I'm going to tell you a little story, and I'm going to invite you into my world a little bit. And part of it is I'm going to sing a little song for you. So this week, I am participating in this online virtual retreat called Wealth Becomes Hers, kind of helping us get rid of our limiting perspectives and call in the abundance that every single one of us deserves. And one of the things we were talking about yesterday is to just speak to my future clients like my friends. So I thought, well, why don't I just get on and talk to my friends? And I'm going to talk about the word release in a little bit, but first I want to kind of prep the scene a little bit. So, as luck would have it, I am the team captain at this virtual retreat, and sure enough, the night before the retreat started, my father passed. And so it's almost as if the universe is saying, it's time for you to really bring these things together and be public and authentic and open, to share a little bit about you, about my grief process, because it is this creative process that I've been cultivating. Well, actually, I've been cultivating it for a very long time before I even knew what I was cultivating and what I was doing. So also a couple of weeks ago, in the last 2 weeks, I've written 2 brand new songs, and one of them was written as a challenge, as this sort of, I'm in this other class where I'm learning how to get our music synchronized, get sync licenses for film and television. And so they challenged us to just write a song in 1 week. And the idea was to target it for a particular television program, because in our research, we're supposed to start paying attention to what music that's similar to ours is getting placed on what television shows. And then we can kind of, target our research towards those shows and perhaps even those music supervisors. And the L word kept coming up in my search, in my research. And in one of the random articles I came across, there was some speculation that possibly the L word might maybe have another season set in New York or something like that. And I thought, this is perfect. Rich lesbians from New York who like to travel internationally are probably like my ideal clients. And so I said, okay, I'm going to write a song for the L word. And so I started out thinking that I was just writing a love song, and I was a little bit disappointed at first. I thought it was kind of a cheesy love song, and I thought, you know what? I think there are probably some people out there that like cheesy love songs, so I'm just going to go with it. And then I realized after I finished writing it that this is a song about loss and about absence. And so then once I knew that, it's funny, I had already actually kind of finished writing the whole song, and then didn't even know that it was about loss until the end. So I want to just play this for you because I'm doing it as a challenge to myself. The night before my dad passed, I started writing a new song. And couldn't figure out what the melody was. It's just lyrics right now, so I'm going to challenge myself that between now and the time of the next new moon ceremony, I hope to have this other new song written. But if I don't, at least I can sing this song, which is also about using our creativity to soothe that sense of loss and absence that we might feel. So let's see how this goes. Also, I apologize for the crappy fake reverb. It's a technical issue that I don't have the capacity to solve very easily. So we'll just pretend like it's reverb, pretend like I did it on purpose, and hopefully it sounds even more beautiful because of it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I love the way you sing to me with your mouth closed. I love the way you hold me when I'm gone. I love the way you feed me when the price of bread has gone crazy. I love the way you see me with your eyes closed. Some days rain just gets to be too much for me. Some days I just wanna throw it away. Sometimes at the end of the day I come home and see the way you look at me. It makes me wanna do it all again. Love the way you sing to me with your mouth closed. I love the way you hold me when I'm gone. I love the way you feed me when the price of bread has gone crazy. I love the way you see me with your eyes closed. One day I heard you sing a lullaby. Now that song's etched forever on my heart. Who knew I'd be feeling your embrace even when we're far apart? So, what I want to talk to you about release and how that relates to this creative process. There's always things to release, because when we release, it's not that we're releasing our relationship to that person. It's that we are releasing the connection that might be perhaps codependent, the connection that might perhaps be a little too desperately clingy, because something one of the hospice workers said is that the dying actually don't want an audience. And so I know that I often hear people kind of lamenting that they didn't make it back in time, or they wish they could have been there by their loved one's bedside at the moment of passing. And I just want to give everybody an invitation to give yourself permission to release that. To release that. Because I have been, I wasn't there with my dad, but I was there with my mother. And if any of you have been through it, you probably already know that the very final moments can actually really be quite ugly. And so for us to be able to remember our loved one vibrant and living and breathing helps us to honor them. Because in the 5 steps that I talk about, we need to honor the memory of the person, the memory of the experience, and we need to release them. We need to do both. And when we do both, it helps us to have a more fluid relationship with the loss and the grief. Also, now that we're at the very end, and if you're still listening, it's totally going to be us just keeping it real. I'm going to remind everybody of the importance of slowing down. I'm going to remind everybody of the importance of taking things at whatever leisurely, comfortable pace is good for you. Because when I knew that I needed to write that song, I just took, right after lunch, I took myself a nice, good, healthy dose of some herbal refreshments from our beloved sacred cannabis plant, took a nap, and woke up from that nap with the chorus of that song running through my head. So that's the other step, is to receive the gift when it comes. So that song is a little gift from my guides to you. So I hope you have enjoyed this little journey through part of my creative grieving process. See you soon.